This is our official sanitizer in chief. Makes everything work here. Just for the record, I'm more than 6 feet away from the next closest individual. We are all socially distanced here. One of the reasons we don't have all of our trustees here with us today, and all of our elected officials and all of our supporters, is we've purposefully tried to limit the number of people here. But this is an exciting day that deserves this kind of event in this particular location. I want to thank Dr. Sider. Mote's very fortunate to have Sam and the rest of our trustees as our strongest champions for our mission and the vision of Mote Marine Laboratory and Aquarium. I appreciate everybody being here today, and you all tolerating the extra level of precautions that we have with respect to CDC COVID-19 guidance. I wanted to start this briefing, this update, with this slide for a very particular reason. And that is because I believe in my heart that the look on those little girls' faces really mirrors the same look of inquisitive fascination that a little 9-year-old girl must have had back in 1931 when she visited the old New York Aquarium for her very first time, and she fell in love with the sea. And that little girl who visited that aquarium for the first time in 1931 grew up to be an incredible scientist and our founding director, Dr. Jeannie Clark. So the power of an aquarium can be rather broad. Mote has always been, first and foremost, always been a research institution. The same passion of Dr. Clark that she had for her research really flows through the veins of all of us. Our 230 employees, 1,500 volunteers, 10,000 members. The entire Mote family still has that same passion. And over the past 65 years, Mote's mission has been to really push the frontiers of science through our innovative research that addresses some of the greatest threats that we are having in terms of the sustainability of our oceans. But we do know that we need to do much, much more. And that's why Mote's Beyond 2020 Vision and Strategic Plan includes a transformation of our City Island campus into an international marine science, technology, and innovation park. Beyond 2020, we expect that Mote will become a catalyst for an entirely new Silicon Valley of marine science and technology here in Southwest Florida that is going to lead to so much more than just the improved sustainable use and conservation of our ocean resources. But it's also worth noting, as we're about to celebrate the 40th anniversary of Mote Aquarium, that Bill Mote knew we also needed to be just as innovative in translating and transferring our research into helping enhance the overall level of ocean literacy amongst everyone in society. And I'm proud that our strategic priority at Mote has been to expand our connections of our science education to all the diverse communities that we serve in Florida and around the world. But again, we know we need to do more. And that's why, as Dr. Sider mentioned, we launched our Oceans for All, Improving Access to Marine Science and Technology in the past year or two. And this is how we are going to grow our infrastructure for both research and science education. Oceans for All will provide for the rebirth of the Mote Aquarium with a state-of-the-art Mote Science Education Aquarium, or Mote C as we call it, right here at Nathan Benderson Park. Today, we're very pleased to update you on our progress towards those goals. And our first announcement today is that as we begin our transition from the concept, the visionary concept that we outlined previously, to the execution of the plan, as Sam has said, it's become necessary to expand our team to include a new architectural firm. And we're very pleased to announce today the selection of TVS Design as the architect of record for Mote C. We're very proud to be working with this group. Rob O'Keefe, his entire team, working with our team at Mote. They jumped into this. They're really at lightning speed on understanding what our vision is and helping us to make that a reality. So today, I'm excited to make a second announcement in the form of renderings of Mote C that now transition the building from that initial visionary concept to a functional design. And it's going to go right out here as you look out these windows. So when you see this next slide, imagine that is what is sitting right out there, because that's exactly what's going to happen. This is the new Mote Science Education Aquarium. And as Sam said, a major goal of this project was to create an iconic structure here at this nexus location between two great counties, Sarasota and Manatee. This is a site where over 43 million vehicles a year drive right past this site and will see this iconic building. And very importantly, for accessibility, over 3 million residents, not tourists, residents, over 3 million residents will be within a 60-minute drive time to this location, which significantly enhances the accessibility of our science education programs. At Mote C, science is the attraction. And from the moment visitors enter into this main lobby that you're seeing here, this 3-story lobby, they are going to become engulfed in the world's oceans through marine science, through our incredible exhibits, and through technology. Mote C will deepen and immerse visitors' experiences through creative, interwoven, interactive technology, on-site diving programs, and science demonstrations. But perhaps the most immersive experience is going to be the 3 interactive STEM teaching laboratories that we are building as part of Mote C. One of these laboratories will focus on marine biomedical, microbiology, and immunology. A second will focus on fisheries and marine ecology and coastal ecology. A third will focus on ocean engineering, technology, sensor development, and robotics. Each one of these laboratories is costing approximately $7 million to construct as part of Mote C, because we believe, as Mr. Mote did, this is a vital part of our mission here at Mote. We are going to be providing each of these incredible new facilities to all of the K-12 schools in Sarasota, Manatee, and throughout this region. One of our world-class scientists will be there every day. One of our great educators will be there every day. And we are going to provide this to every school absolutely free of charge. And that is what we mean by Oceans for All. Every child should have the opportunity to have this experience. And for nearly a year, we've actually been working with the school systems in both Sarasota and Manatee to develop the curriculum to ensure that when those classes come here, when those STEM classes come here, it's more than just a field trip. It actually is going to be an engaging experience that these children, these classrooms, these teachers will meet the minimum requirements, far beyond the minimum requirements of the education standards. So we are going to provide experiences that these schools and these children would never have otherwise. In addition to the state-of-the-art teaching labs, Mote C is going to be home for nearly 1 million gallons of animal habitat that is going to be featuring a stunning array of species and habitats from oceans all around the world, because every exhibit in Mote C is going to be connected to Mote research. Every one of them. Science is the attraction. And we do research all around the world, therefore we're going to have exhibits from all around the world. Mote C will expand the curiosity of about 700,000 visitors a year by nearly doubling our aquarium space from around 60,000 square feet that we have now to over 110,000 square feet. And with all of the wetland nature trails that will be all around this aquarium, with all of the stunning exhibits that we're going to have, all of the ocean-themed technology we're going to be using, our goal is to have Mote Sea inspire that same inquisitive fascination that Jeannie Clark had when she first visited an aquarium as a little girl. Mote Sea will indeed generate a significant boost for our regional economy, and it will further support innovative research for the sustainable use and conservation of our oceans. But equally as important, Mote Sea is going to expand our formal STEM education to each and every K-12 student in Sarasota and Manatee County schools. And very importantly, it's going to transform our ability to provide informal science education and enhanced levels of ocean literacy to a much larger and more diverse population in our community. You all know that Mote Marine Laboratory was founded on 3 foundational pillars. You've heard me say this many times before: passion, partnership, and philanthropy. And our pursuit of Oceans for All through Mote Sea has been no different. And we're delighted to welcome here today many of our key partners in this effort. And I'm especially pleased and proud and honored that we've got 3 key partners here to say a few words about what this means from their perspective for Mote Sea. Our first speaker I'd like to invite to the podium, after it is sanitized, of course, is Senator Mike Bennett in his capacity as chair of the Gulf Coast Builders Exchange. Senator
You can tell I'm a politician because they want to clean up everything before I get here. I got to tell you, it's kind of interesting when I look around the room. I probably have a longer history with Mote than anybody in the room, because I started sneaking into Cape Hayes Marine Laboratory when I was about 14, okay? And it was really interesting to be part of it, and then to be part of it today, to be asked today as chairman of the Gulf Coast Builders Exchange. People do not realize how important the Gulf Coast Builders Exchange is and our partnership with all of the companies that are involved. We have about 400 members of the Gulf Coast Builders Exchange, but we represent about 35,000 employees in Manatee and Sarasota County, okay? And then when you look at the history of what Mote has accomplished and what they're going to build, think of the Sydney Opera House. That's how iconic this building is going to be. They're going to see pictures of this building anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, and realize that's Sarasota and Bradenton. It's going to drive our tourism. It's going to drive our education. You're going to have students coming from all over the world who want to study and get advanced STEM degrees and work on what we can do here at Mote. Our core mission of the Gulf Coast Builders Exchange is obviously building. And right now, you look at this particular project, it's about a $250, $300 million project, okay? With thousands of jobs, okay? Look at the tourism, and those tourism will carry over into the other businesses that we so need. It's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity, and I would hope that you all will join me in understanding the significant impact of what Mote is going to do on this location out here. When I look at what the Bendersons have done with this particular location, taking a borrow pit and turning it into a world-class rowing facility, when I look at what Mote is going to do to turn truly Sarasota tourism, not just out on a little tiny island, a little tiny spot, but in the most iconic building in Florida. The number of jobs and meaningful education that we're going to have will do nothing but push the tourism in Florida, the construction jobs in Florida, our economy in Florida, and I really do. I want to tell you how much I appreciate the invitation from Mote today to participate. We've got a long way to go. We've got a lot of construction to do, And I want to thank everybody for coming out today, and Dr. Crosby, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Senator. It's after the politician leaves. Thank you very much, Senator. Our next speaker is Commissioner with Manatee County Board of County Commissioners. She's also the chair of the Manatee County Tourist Development Council. Commissioner Servian, Mr. Servian, please.
Can I borrow her to come to the house?
Thank you, Dr. Crosby. I am so honored to be here today. And isn't it fitting that we are here at the Finish Tower at Nathan Benderson Park to celebrate the progress on another regional project that brings Manatee and Sarasota counties together for the betterment of our region. Projects like Mote remind me that we are connected in so many more ways than simply sharing a border. We're connected by economies, education, and tourism, and of course our waterways. There's so much to appreciate about Mote, but I think what inspires me the most is both the tourism impacts and the educational impacts that again are going to cascade across that boundary to the region. Mote is projected to nearly double the current attendance of the existing Mote aquarium. Nearly 70% of the current aquarium's attendance comes from outside of Manatee and Sarasota counties, and much of that is coming outside of Mote's local 11 county drive market. With every addition to our community, we become more and more unique. And what a better way to enhance our community than with a world-class, state-of-the-art science education aquarium. It's the science and educational aspects that, as I mentioned, really excites me. In addition, of course, to the tourism. Picture nearly 70,000 K-12 students receiving marine STEM-related educational offerings every single year, completely free of charge. Mote will completely change the trajectory of our children's educational experience as they are provided access to tools and training that exists nowhere else in the region. And this is the core mission of Mote, and it should be the core mission to all of us, providing the best opportunities for the best education for our children. So right here, children will be exposed to a host of information and technology that will open their eyes to a future where they too can create solutions to the grand challenges facing our oceans. I am proud that Manatee County has committed $5 million of financial support to Mote, and I look forward to the expansion of our tourism base and improved educational outcomes for all of our children. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. And as cleanup batter for us here is the chairman of the Sarasota Board of County Commissioners, Mike Moran. Commissioner.
Thank you. Can we have a round of applause for Dr. Crosby? Appreciate you very much. Thank you for inviting me to speak this morning. It's truly an honor. It's days like this that really shine a light on how different and special our quality of life here is in Sarasota County. Just last week, I was at a groundbreaking for our Legacy Trail expansion, and today I'm here celebrating the Mote Aquarium, all within a short distance of world-recognized beach. We are truly blessed. Mote Aquarium is a symbol of everything our community stands for: public-private partnerships, focus on education, putting a priority on our environment, family-focused entertainment, and career creation and development in marine sciences. Thank you to Dr. Crosby for his tireless leadership and dedication to this project. Thank you to the Board of Mote Marine for their entrepreneurial spirit and vision. And thank you to our amazing residents of Sarasota County for recognizing this unprecedented investment in our community. One of my top priorities as a Sarasota County Commissioner has been to strengthen and diversify our economy. Mote C will support 216 direct and indirect jobs on an annual basis upon completion. The direct jobs created here mean more than $4.2 million in salaries and benefits for local employees on an annual basis. Jobs at Mote C range from aquarium biologists to IT support to guest services. Mote C will help educate our school-age children who will hopefully one day pursue a career in sciences and work at Mote Marine Sciences Technology and Innovation Park. Perhaps most importantly, however, is that we have an opportunity to partner with a local organization that has a global impact. With more than 230 staff and 22 formal research programs, Mote Marine Laboratory is an institution that both defines and pushes the boundaries in many areas of marine science and research. For many of us here locally, the Mote brand is synonymous with the aquarium. When you step outside the region, however, the brand is much more recognized as a global leader in the areas of marine science and technology. It is Mote and the local organizations like it that should be a top priority for our community to support, nurture, and help grow and expand. Mote C is a legacy project, not only for Mote, but for this region as well. It will undoubtedly be a defining part of our community for many decades to come. Thank you again for making me part of this special day. Thank you.